Well, the future of the Buffalo Pro Soccer Stadium is now uncertain. The team announced that it's no longer moving forward with the planned stadium site at Elk and Lee Streets in South Buffalo. The team also announcing that it has ended its lease with South Buffalo Development. And the site was the former Medaille University complex that is located right next to a chemical plant. Medaille actually stopped playing there because of the strong smell of the chemicals. 7 News senior reporter Eileen Buckley takes a closer look at what's next as Buffalo Pro Soccer looks for a new stadium.
Buffalo Pro Soccer now looking for a new site after it has scrapped its plans to build here in South Buffalo.
There was a neighbor at that site that was doing everything in their power to make it very difficult for us to develop that site and build our stadium there.
That neighbor is PVS Chemicals on Lee Street next to the proposed stadium site. You may recall it's the former Medaille University sports complex, but several years ago the school had stopped playing at the site because strong chemical smells caused eye and respiratory irritation. Buffalo Pro Soccer president Peter Marlette tells me after announcing last April they would build a 7,600-seat stadium, they felt pushback by the company.
The persistence and the very clear high motivation of this neighbor to make sure that we either didn't end up there or if we did, wouldn't succeed there. That's what ended up being the deciding factor, not what happened previously with Medaille. We knew all about that.
The chemical company issued a statement saying in part, PVS has stated from the beginning that the soccer stadium is an incompatible use of an area that is zoned for industry.
At the end of the day, it just made more sense to walk away from this lease and move on to a different site and a less complicated and better opportunity.
What do you do now? Do you have to start from scratch again?
So that is one benefit to being so deliberate about making this decision in the first place is we had those 3 finalist stadium sites that were reported on months ago before we made this decision. Those other 2 sites are also excellent.
The only potential site Marlette is willing to identify is the former HSBC Atrium parking lot in the city's Cobblestone district owned by Douglas Jamal. But at this point, he would not name any other potential sites. Buffalo Pro Soccer will be holding a town hall style meeting on July 17th at 6 o'clock at Hydraulic Hearth in Larkinville. In Buffalo, Eileen Buckley, 7 News.